Gunman Boxing, the baddest boxing channel in the UK. I am here to do a recap of that diabolical shambles of a mess of a boxing match that we have just witnessed in Texas, in Arlington, between Iron Mike Tyson and Jake, the problem child, Paul. It was an absolute shocker. It was an insult to my eyes. And as a Netflix subscriber, it was an insult to my wallet. Tyson had absolutely no legs. He was like a snail in there. No legs, no head movement, no combinations. That brother was stiffer than RoboCop. Literally, he was moving slower than the brother that drove Miss Daisy. It was really hard to see. It was hard to witness. It was hard to palate. It was disgusting. I mean, it was a disgusting fight. I mean, listen, a fight like that, it should be added to Man City's 115 charges. It was criminal. You know, someone's got to get a criminal offense for that. Someone has got to get a criminal offense for that. I mean, it was target practice. Target practice for Jake Paul. Tyson gave a good account of himself for 10 seconds, I tell you. 10 seconds. And then after that, man, I would love to see the ground that he covered in that fight. Like, literally, I'd love to see the distance he covered. I mean, he was moving like the Statue of Liberty in there. You know, the only saving grace from what happened last night was that Iron Mike didn't get ironed out. And there was a strong possibility if Paul had turned on the heat, he could have been stretched out like the Cadillac that Jake Paul came out in. It was just sad to see. I mean, as I said, the only saving grace is that Iron Mike didn't get filled in like a pothole. You know, he's able to live to fight another day, and let's hope he doesn't fight another day. It is time to pack it in now, brother. Pack it in. Like the Christmas decorations in January. Pack them up. We don't want to see them no more. It's time to finish. Put it away. Put it down now. You know, we don't want to see people making these fights anymore. As for Jake Paul, man, he should get arrested for making that fight, you know? Arrested. That could have been manslaughter. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that whatsoever. It was a really sad day for boxing. Let us know in the comments what you think of the fight. And make sure you the like button and comment your thoughts as well. I thought it was a really sad day for boxing. A really, really sad day for boxing. I mean, I think it was sadder than when Michael Jackson turned himself into a white man. That's how sad a day it was. It was a bad time for the game. It really is. It really is. And, you know, it just goes to show Father Time is unbeaten. Nobody can beat Father Time. Nobody. 1 minute, you're on top of the world. You're looking like the man. And then the next minute, you're moving like Casemiro. You know, and it's this overnight. It's like a flick. And it's overnight, and Father Time's there, and you can't beat it. You're gone. It's done. That's it. Your time is up. Your time is up. And what was shocking was, you know, Iron Mike, when I asked him, are you going to fight again? Is that it now? And he starts calling out my brother's brother. He starts calling out my brother's brother. All of us were just sitting there thinking, no, Mike. No, Mike. No. No one wants to see that again. It was terrible, you know. You could have been put on factory reset yesterday, my brother, you know. This guy, Jake Paul, he could have rebooted you yesterday and put you on factory reset. You know, file close shutdown, you know, one of them ones. You know, you would have had to be pressing Control Alt Delete just to work out where the hell the problem is. he was in a bad way, you know. He could have been in a bad way, and it would have been sad to see such a legend of the game literally just parked up like a Ford Fiesta. That would have been terrible to have seen. Iron Mike is won the world title, the heavyweight world title, the youngest ever heavyweight champion, 1986. Trevor Berbick, one punch, knocked that brother down 3 times with one punch. The guy was getting up, falling over, getting up, doing the front crawl and falling over again. He unified against Pinkman Thomas. He's had great fights against Leon Spinks and Holmes. You know, he's been in top super fights with Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield, you know. And then you see him, you know, against a YouTuber, can barely throw a jab, absolutely gassed, give us 10 good seconds in an 8-round fight. Barely moved. You know, he had nothing in there, you know. Barely landed anything of any significance. No combinations at all. Like literally head movement, static. You know, it was sad. It was really sad. Really, really sad to see, you know. And, you know, I don't want to see this fight again. I do not want to see this fight again. And I do not want to see Iron Mike fight Logan Paul. And I don't want to see him fight on anymore. You know, he literally got peppered like a ribeye steak at times in there. And it's only because Jake Paul, you know, was a little bit wary of power in the early exchanges. And it's only because Jake Paul didn't put the throttle down. He didn't put his foot down on the pedal. And if he'd put his foot down on the accelerator in those last rounds, it would have been terrible for Iron Mike, man. It would have been terrible for him. We would have seen an icon looking up at the sky in front of 70,000+ people. You know what I mean? We would have just seen an absolute icon of the game humiliated, you know, like a man that's gone out on a bender and now has to go back and tell the wife that he spent the kid's savings. He would have that kind of humiliated. We would have had to seen him rock bottom, you know, bottom of the barrel. And God knows what would happen to him. I mean, you lose to a guy like Jake Paul, you have to start hitting the drink, man. You know what I mean? He'll end up hitting the bottle. Mate, Iron Mike would have had to turn off his BT broadband and all social media and go into hiding if this guy had stretched him out like a limousine. So, yeah, let us know your thoughts on the fight. Personally, I thought it was an absolute shambles. You know, I'm just glad Iron Mike wasn't buffering in there like the Netflix stream was and was able to get out of there and get home safely to his family. But, yeah, smash the like, 1, 2, left hook the like button, please, my people. 1, 2, uppercut, right hand down the pipe, and make sure other people can get to share this video. Like that. Follow Gunman Boxing. Make sure you subscribe and comment below, man. Let's hear what your thoughts are. Was it a diabolical shambles, as I'm saying, or did you actually find it fun? Let me know. Gunman Boxing. Peace out.